Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, Crazy Horse, with a message for the people. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Also, in the description, the link to the Bonehead Cartoon. That's right, the Bonehead Cartoon. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and brush up on your Portuguese. And then maybe, just maybe, you can have some dessert. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hey, people, it's me, Ryan. I'm back to ink some more of my first graphic novel, Bonehead. We're gonna finish page 170, and then we're probably gonna at least start page 171. It's late. It's already after 9 o'clock, so I gotta start drawing. I don't have anything to say. Like, I don't most of the time I'm on here. But if I waited for something to say, waited for something to talk about, I would never come on here and ink my book. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to dive in. And maybe the words will come. The show must go on, even if I'm a dang fool. Let's see. So I think I noticed some stuff that I didn't do in the first panel. Yeah, like I didn't do. Line for where the liquid is. Ooh. And then maybe I'll throw some bubbles in this one since the other bottle here has a bunch of bubbles. They're all shaken up, rattling around in Bonehead's head. Let's see. What's going on with art? Oh, I know one thing. So I backed the Kickstarter for, what do you call it? Who knows what it might be called? What do you call it? The How to Think When You Draw series by the Etherington brothers. So on Kickstarter, I've missed out on a couple campaigns of theirs in the past where I waited too long to back, and I think today is the last day to back the Etherington brothers is How to Think When You Draw book 5 campaign. But since I have missed out on their previous campaigns, and this is the only place that they've made these books available so far is on their Kickstarters, like once a year, maybe twice a year. I don't know. I think it's once a year, but it's the only time they're available so far, and So I don't have any of their books yet, but they post all the tutorials on like Instagram and their website, which I think is just like howtothinkwhenyoudraw.com. But I really want the books on my shelf. So I backed the campaign, and instead of backing book 5, there's a tier where you can just back the first 3 for like, I think it was $130 for the first 3. They're 200-page volumes. And they've got tutorials on drawing tips for like just about anything you can think of. Plants, shrubbery, baskets is one I've seen, to stones, name it. Name it. Let me see. How to something. Think while you type on your phone. There's 17 hours to go. Let me see. Head angles, detail at distance, eye direction. I think these are all ones from the new one. Hair in motion, bottles and glasses, tattoos, train tracks, sand. I want to know how to draw sand, vines, fur. Look. They've got a whole bunch of books you can get on this campaign. There's 5 tutorial books, how to think when you draw. Then there's some graphic novel of theirs, Long Gone Dawn. Some 600-page sketchbook collections. There's The Art of Stransky, which I think is another graphic novel that they've done. Then there's a couple how to think when you write books. And I guess that's it. But yeah, they've got all kinds of combinations that you can get on that campaign. How to Think When You Draw, Volume 5 on Kickstarter. That's one I've been after for a while. How to Think When You Draw. Let's see, before I do the background. So like I say, they have a lot of those tutorials, many of those tutorials for free on their Instagram for the Etherington brothers, or maybe it's Lorenzo Etherington, or on their website. But personally, I want a book on my shelf. So when the power goes out forever, and I have to find something to fill my days to replace the void left by the no longer available internet, I'll be able to teach myself how to draw better with the books on my shelf. Let me see here. I've got a headache, so I was at my day job all day, and when I got home, I fell right asleep. I was beat. And then I woke up and set up a stream. Because I got work to do, son. You're my son, by the way. You're not my dad. Yeah, that's what your mother tried to tell me too, but look where that got us. So, my roommates are downstairs watching some kind of sports. How many sports are there? I feel like every day they're watching sports. I don't even know what's played this time of year. Curling? Shuffleboard? Uh, Legalized gambling? Um, It's a show. It's a show. Gotta say a thing. Hello. I don't know, man. So we got all these bubbles in here. We got all these Michael Bublé's in here. It's like popping off like a champagne cork because I don't know. Liquid hammer space, I guess, is very volatile. You just tap the bottle. The cork rockets off. Okay, and then oops. Inking the book all day. This is the way we ink the book. Line. Unless this is the wrong way. Yeah, so I'm kind of groggy because I just woke up after taking like a, I don't know, like an hour 45-minute nap. I have a headache brewing. That kind of grogginess often gives me a headache. And I need to make me some dinner too. I'm always hungry when I'm on stream, because I always stream before I make plans to eat. Eating is my reward for working. How can you have any pudding if you don't ink the book? This is wrong perspective. That ain't gonna work. So, paperclip, huh? Something like that. That looks better. Or am I just smelling my own farts? Okay. Smelling my own farts. Pretty sure this looks less like it's just floating around. And guys, my farts don't smell that bad, okay? Jeez. They're nice. They're nice once you get to know them, once you get used to them. My mom says I have the best smelling farts in my class. I'm gonna make this cork pop, as it were, by boldening up its line, its outline. See, now it's really popping. Good one. Nailed it. Nailed it. To the wall, brother. Okay. I'm basically regarded as the master of comedy. Throughout this and all known and unknown universes, especially the unknown ones. The unknown universes are my specialty. Specialty. It's getting to the point where I no longer know exactly what I want or need. There's this band from when I was a kid. My dad used to play their music. They're called the Bad Examples. There's a song that really stands out to me now called Ashes of My Heart. I really like that song. What's another one? She Smiles Like Richard Nixon is another one. I remember the ones my dad used to play a lot were Not Dead Yet and Sammy the Dog. There's a song that went something like, Sammy the dog has learned to play trombone. And it was funny, actually. So I saw them live when I was a kid. My dad took me to see the Bad Examples when I was a kid, like when I was 4, I think. There's some concert out in the city, and my dad wanted to see them, and I just remember being on his shoulders, and they did that Sammy the Dog song, which is, my dad liked to play for us because it was, I don't know, dog playing trombone. We liked the Sammy the Dog song. And then what else? So my first They Might Be Giants concert was at the Brookfield Zoo. No, Lincoln Park Zoo. I don't know, some zoo out here. And one of the openers was Ralph Covert and the Bad Examples, which I didn't know was still a thing. But my dad came with me to that show because, well, first of all, I think I didn't drive at that point and I needed a ride. And secondly, that was a pleasant surprise. There were other openers too. But the Bad Examples kind of went on like almost longer, or almost as long as the headliner of being They Might Be Giants. And I could hear all these people getting really annoyed in the audience. But I was like, but it's good music. They Might Be Giants will go on and do their set. I also saw Tally Hall at that show. And I like Tally Hall. They have an album called Marvin's Mechanical Museum or something like that. I think they have a couple albums, but that one I really liked. But I don't think I knew of them before that show. They got a song called Ruler of Everything that's really good. Do you hear the fluty jibbity jibba jabba with an oh my god, I gotta get out of here. I'll have another word to sell, another story to tell, another timepiece ringing the bell. Do you hear the clock stop when you reach the end? No, you know, must be never to comprehend if you can, but if you try to pretend or understand, you resemble a fool, though you're only a man, so give it up and smile. Okay. Let's see the next. Just weird. Trying to make sure my lines are connecting. I don't like it when you leave the lines open sometimes. It just looks a little careless. I didn't give him eyebrows. Kids don't. Wait, I gotta do my How I Met Your Mother voice. Kids, don't stick your arm into other people's eyes. Oh, that was Bob Saget who just died. Narrator of How I Met Your Mother. I never listened to his stand-up. I was going to listen to whatever his stand-up special is after he died. Forget what it's called. Or at least one in particular I was going to listen to. I talked about how the late Norm Macdonald just had a release of his new stand-up special on Netflix that he recorded right before he died in his living room, called Nothing Special. It was really good. I'd heard all of the material before. So, I listened to some show that he did live on stage. Somebody recorded a whole hour-long set. I think it was in Chicago, actually. Which, oh man, I would have killed to see. I would have killed to see that. If it occurred to me to go see, like, and me and my brother, we've been, like, first of all, Norm Macdonald has been very near the front of my mind for like 10 years or so. And me and my brother Liam's minds, like, front and center for the past, like, I don't know, 4 years. So we were always talking about Norm Macdonald. And if I don't know why, but it never even occurred to me to go see him do stand up in my life. And so when I saw that, like, one of his last shows was with, like, some of his, like, when I was watching that set of, like, unreleased jokes in Chicago, like, probably it was within the past 2 years. I was like, dude, why did I not ever think to go see him? But yeah, it was a show in something on YouTube. It was a set in Chicago that was pretty much, it had to be at least 98% of the same material. But it's good. I liked it. It's a little funny, like, he's playing to an audience that isn't there a couple times because it's just him sitting in front of a computer in his living room. Just, I almost said reading. He's not reading anything. He's just delivering a set, an hour-long set. That was good.
The weird thing about Liam liking Norm Macdonald, my brother, was I I didn't have anything to do with that. He just like, I don't know, discovered him one day for some reason, somehow, like, and got really, really into him. And I remember like being like, dude, I was getting really into him when I was like the same age. And it was weird. I kept suggesting like, oh, you gotta watch the Norm Show, and then because he had a sitcom in the '90s, I think, or early aughts. I think it was 2000 actually, with Laurie Metcalf is on it from Roseanne, and that one guy Ian Gomez. I don't know. He was in a few things. He was in Cougar Town. It's like I was always recommending all this Norm stuff to, and the movie Screwed, which I'm still not sure Liam's seen, even though I bought him the movie on DVD. It's like, I don't have a DVD player. You don't have a DVD player? Get killed. Screwed with Dave Chappelle. It's really good, and Danny DeVito's in it. Okay, here's this page. Moving on. But it's like I'd recommend all this stuff to Liam, and Liam had no interest in it, I guess. Well, I don't know about no interest, but he wouldn't check it out. He was just always watching clips from Norm Macdonald Live, like the video podcast or whatever he did, like maybe 10 years ago. He was just always watching clips from that, which I had never seen any of that. And now I've seen most of it. And that stuff's pretty good. I probably talk about Norm Macdonald so dang much on this show. Okay. I like that this eyeball is kind of hiding under the eye socket a little bit. It kind of emphasizes that they're not normal eyeballs a little more. I like these eyes. Here's that. I just saw a trailer for a new Beavis and Butthead movie I think it's coming out on Paramount Plus. Oh, there's a new dang South Park special on there too that I haven't seen yet. It just came out on the 1st. But I don't have Paramount Plus, I don't think. I can do a free trial. My roommates did a free trial a while ago. I like South Park. Oh, but the Beavis and Butthead movie, it's called. So I remember when I was like a little kid, like too little to be watching Beavis and Butthead, probably. Like, this is probably when I was in kindergarten, living in the city still. I don't think my parents knew I was watching it, but I remember watching the Beavis and Butthead movie, Beavis and Butthead Do America, right? In the early 90s, maybe mid 90s. And just loving it. And I think I'm pretty sure I still love it the same way. It's just juvenile, stupid, fun. Now the show I couldn't stand. I could never really get into the show very much. But the new one, it's called Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. And it almost looks too slick and shiny to be Beavis and Butthead. You know what I mean? Like computer animation and stuff. Like, digital animation, I should say. Rather than Beavis and Butthead. But, I don't know. I feel like it looked like it was pretty true to form. And there was some line Butthead gave where I was like, dude, how does Mike Judge still do these voices exactly the same? They sound like a 20-year-old guy going, uh. I'm trying to think of any line I would feel fine using on this show from Beavis and Butthead Do America. I keep thinking of lines. I'm like, I don't want to say that on this. Thinking of all my favorite lines, even ones I'm now realizing I didn't even get that line in when I was a kid. Like when they meet their dads without ever knowing it. They're hanging out with their dads in the desert. I noticed you have braces. I have braces too. Is Bonehead trying to pick up Chelsea Clinton? I think. Did I say Bonehead? I wonder if I said Bonehead instead of Butthead. I think I did. That's so stupid. I'll have to rewatch this stream. Oh, yeah. My tea's almost gone. I think I'm going to do these 2 panels and then call it a stream for tonight since it's late. And then tomorrow I should have more free time. I've been thinking it's Friday all day long. I hate when that happens. It's just like I've had the epiphany 37 times today that it's Thursday. And still I can't shake it that it's Friday. Oh, interesting. I've got the ground in black instead of the walls on this one. I'll allow it. Yeah. That's fine. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the new Beavis and Butthead is about. But it looks like it's them traveling through time and space. Which, big, who cares? Beavis and Butthead is not really my... I never needed more Beavis and Butthead in my life, ever. But this looks like a decent comeback movie type thing. And I watched some of the new show when it came out a while back, and I think they're rebooting the show again too. But when a few years ago when they rebooted it, I was just like, I can't watch a whole lot of this. It's just too dumb. It's just too dumb. And I'm not afraid of liking dumb things. If something's dumb for the sake of dumb, my mom is always the one who's like, I am not watching that, no. Like, I'll recommend something like Beavis and Butthead Do America to my mom, and she's like, that is so stupid. Or if I tried to get her to watch UHF or something with Weird Al, she'd be like, you're kidding, right? There's no way in the world you could get my mom to watch something like UHF, which is one of my favorite movies. And my headache grew 3 sizes this day. I need to get some ibuprofen in me stat. Oh, hey, look at that. There's Crimson. Howdy do. How's it going? I just finished this page that I started yesterday. This guy's reaching into Bonehead's head, knocks stuff over. And I think I'm just doing this panel and this panel tonight since I got a late start. And then finish this one tomorrow. I think I'm going to try and do a couple streams tomorrow. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just groggy. A little. I got a headache going right now. Because I just woke up. I went to work today, and then by the time I got home, because I didn't sleep well last night. I think watching Stranger Things the 2 nights before messed up my sleep schedule because I stayed up all night watching it. Those 2 nights that I watched it, and then last night my sleep schedule was messed up, and I was up way too late, and then so this morning or this evening after work, I just passed right out for I think nearly 2 hours. Maybe it was longer. I think it was only about 2 hours. We did a 9-hour stream yesterday. And just got out of bed. Yeah, you're at what, 9 o'clock right now? 9 a.m. I think you're 11 hours difference. I was gonna say behind, and then I was gonna say ahead. I'm not sure which one. I can't deal with that right now. Let's see. You'd have kept streaming, but ended up playing Red Dead with 2 friends. It's hard to communicate in a game and stream at the same time. Yeah, I can imagine. Your head, it's 11:23. Okay. So what were you doing on the stream? Games or like before Red Dead anyway? Played a game and had in your inventory. Oh, you played a game you had in your inventory for years that you never played called Factory Town. It's a lot more involved than you were expecting it to be. Factory Town. What's Factory Town? This is me gaming vicariously through you. Oh, wait, I read that already. Said it's like okay, that's kind of what I thought. I think it's like a city builder game. You have to build places to produce items, to make other items in other buildings, farm food for the people and animals. The goal is to automate a lot of things with conveyors and chutes and rails. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. It sounds like something I could have fun with. Because I don't have fun playing a lot of games. Is it kind of roller coaster tycoon-y kind of stuff? But it sounds kind of like, you gotta have it all kind of like functional and interwoven and like stuff serves other stuff. Oh wait, you said ended up jumping back in to see what the free play mode was like, and ended up in there for 4 hours, so I was up late. Make them happier, things won't level up. You have to make books to educate them to advance in other areas. Oh, wow. Like you said, that's sounding more involved than I would expect it to be too, actually. In free play, for these temples, I have no clue about. Can't afford to interact with them yet. I always liked when games that I did play, like you'd play them a while and then you realize, like, oh, it's deeper than I thought. There's so much more that you can do here. Like I remember Super Mario for Super Nintendo. It was like there's all the levels on the map, but then, like, you know, if you beat a level such and such a way, it unlocks secret levels, and then you find out there's secret worlds and like all this other stuff to unlock. And I just remember just being so excited by that. And same with like Crash Bandicoot. They've got the same kind of thing. I'm sure like most games have that dimension of them, but you know, that was like that became my favorite thing, was unlocking all the secret levels. Just the surprises hidden in the game. You can have wagons pick up and drop things off for you, or have the people do it. Your research unlocks like farms. Research unlocks like farms to produce wheat or flour and animal feed. Okay. Hey. Yeah, it sounds a bit more involved than Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh, I barely looked at it, but that one channel on on your Discord revealed itself to me. I just remembered. It was like 2 days later or something that I was finally able to see it. It was. Yeah, I don't know what changed or why the delay. Let's see, this is in front of the face. So this object, I'm making the line thinner in his hands to kind of put it in the background. There we go. Just a little bit of liquid that he didn't spill inside Bonehead's head sloshing around. Um, Where's this bone? I think it'll mess with the clarity, but I think that's why I didn't do it. I'll put it there. How come I never noticed this stuff before? I need to white stuff out. I always say for a visual guy, I'm not very observant. Yeah, that's true. For me, anyway. Sometimes it needs multiple takes to see it all. And even, I want to say most of these drawings, like in the book, I've drawn multiple times before they got to the page, because I would draw them in a sketchbook, like real rough, and then I would trace them onto, oh no, what did I do? I think I would scan in the pages, then print it out, the pages of my sketchbook. Like I would kind of do rough versions of panels, and then I would blow them up and or shrink them or adjust them however big I needed them. And I had some weird system going. And then I would arrange them kind of like haphazardly onto a page just to fit as many pictures on the page as I could. And then I would print them out. And then I think I don't remember. I know I talk about it in earlier inking or earlier episodes of Ink the Book Show. I kind of talk about my process, but I feel like I had to. It involved me drawing these panels and then drawing them tighter and then scanning and printing and then tracing them onto the comic pages even tighter. But maybe that was just the second time I actually drew it, was when I was tracing it onto the page. It said, some of the images I draw, I don't see the mistakes until I've converted them into PNG files. Yeah, when they're like all but ready to be finished, and it's like I always notice mistakes like just too late. And there's all this art. There's all this art that I scanned in last year, because I was trying to possibly make like an art book at the time to see if I could pull that off before I could finish this. And I've kind of abandoned that idea. I not abandoned that idea. I do want to do that, but I can't really focus on it too much right now. But every once in a while I'm going through some of those images, and you can, like, I'm always seeing like eraser shavings on the scans that I did that I didn't notice at the time, or like my hair like having fallen out onto the page right before I scanned it. I see that from time to time. I gotta edit it out. It's like, this would have been easier if I just made sure I had a clean image before I scanned it. Oh, you said you have a streamer friend who's in the new Vikings Valhalla series. Oh, yeah. He shocked me in my stream last night, telling me he was preparing to do a nude scene. Oh, man. Made for some conversations in the chat. Man, I forgot about that. That your friend in, what is it called? It's called Valhalla, right? Is the name of the series? Oh, he was like about to do it as you, like, while he was in the chat. That's exciting. He's like standing there waiting for his scene to come up. He's waiting for them to roll. He's got like no clothes on. And then the director walks by. He's like, "Oh, gotta hide my phone." In Nature's pocket, his mouth. I went with mouth. Yeah, first one is just Vikings. Okay, it has 6 seasons, about 20 episodes in each. And then it's Vikings Valhalla. Oh, got it. I don't think I quite understood that before. And they're filming the second half of it at the moment. He was hoping his scene didn't come up. He was hoping his scene didn't come up. He was telling me all the characters I hate are really nice guys, and I'm like, nope. Okay, I think we're about done for the day. I have to tend to this headache with some ibuprofen, I think. And then I'm going to make some dinner here at 10:45. And then, oh yeah, I also have a mighty need to use the restroom. And I got to be up super early tomorrow, so I think it's probably a good thing that I got some sleep already. All right. We'll continue this page tomorrow. He said, it was your second day with face cam on, and I was doing so well until Dee Dee got online and came into the stream. It's the first time he's seen you on cam. I saw your face on the Discord, but I don't know. I'll have to check it out again. But that's cool. You're streaming with your face cam now. That's interesting. Yeah. It's yeah, if you're not at peace with the way you look, it's jarring to put yourself on camera. I'm always at odds with it. Because look at this hair. What's up with this hair? It's all dying on me. My eyes are getting weirder looking all the time, I feel like. Yeah. You're you. You gotta get used to being you. You're stuck with you. Oh, you added all the emotes for your stream and points without going ahead with affiliate. Without going ahead with affiliate. My hair's going gray and fall now. Mine didn't even get a chance to quite go gray yet, though I think I'm lately starting to see some gray at the temples. I can't tell here, though, but it's all just receding. Emotes and points usually come with being... Oh, okay. So you're just cheating them in. High testosterone level. Let's go with that. You must be a good... probably the worst one out of all 7 of my kids. If we're going by any criteria I can think of. Points and emotes. I thought you were talking about something else. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then eat, and then I don't know what else. But I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know. I was confused for a second, but stuff and all. Good to have you, Crimson. Good to see you. You have a good day. Yeah, I'm sure it will. It's actually not feeling too bad right now. But I will be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try and do a couple streams tomorrow is the plan, which often goes awry. Anyway, this has been Ink the Book Show. I'm Ryan. I'll be back. Ooh. Like this video, share it, subscribe, that kind of stuff. You know the drill. Bye, everybody.